Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Miranda and I am Mrs. Thinking of a Master Plan, and I am here with a collaboration video that I'm going to tell you all about in just one moment. Before we jump in, just a few reminders. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to thumb it up and comment below. How you Frankenplanning? Do you know who Wendy Williams is? She always starts her show with "How you doing?" So, how you Frankenplanning? Comment below. And let me know what your definition of Frankenplanning is. And last but not least, I extend the invitation to you to join me and the other members of Team Bella. How do you join Team Bella? You want to hit that red subscribe button below, or it might be over here. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's over here. And you want to hit that along with that great notification bell, and boom, boom, bam! Just like that, you're a part of the team. This collaboration is hosted by NDINAIJA, and if you don't know who NDINAIJA is, she is a amazing, hilarious, totally engaging planner babe, and I will link her video here below. And it's also with Tamara, the paper and pen girl. Also Johanna from JOJOZA HANNA, and I will link all the videos below. So you don't even have to worry about it. You'll be able to check out their responses to our 5 points that we're going to hit today. And if you see me looking, I have my iPad over here to my left, and I am reading from it. So the first thing is, what is Frankenplanning to you? Frankenplanning is just like Frankenstein the monster. You take all these pieces. So Dr. Frankenstein took all these pieces and he made Frankenstein, right? So all these pieces, and I make a perfect planner for me. That's it. That's it. Very simply. Taking multiple planners, putting them all together into one planner that works for you. The second reason is, why do you Frankenplan? Well, I kind of touched on it a little bit. I need a planner that works how I work, okay? And how I can function. So, for instance, last year I had multiple planners. Just 10, 12, 15, 20, 25. You get the point. I had a lot of planners and they were just individually, I just had them all individual planners. And this shelf was just full with them. And I had to reach for this one for budget. I reached for this one for social media. This one for home planning. This one, you get my point? All that reaching, I got carpal tunnel, okay? Ain't nobody got time to be reaching for all those planners. So what? Guess what I did? I decided that this year I was gonna try something a little bit differently. And how do you Frankenplan? That's the next question. So I do something that is like it's a blended thing. I actually call my form of planning Frankenform. And the reason why I call it Frankenform is the Transformer planner came out. And the Transformer planner came out. And if you guys don't know what the Transformer planner is, I will attach my video from the first of the year of why it's called a Transformer. So this is currently my planner. But the transforming piece of it means that you can have multiple planners. Like right now, that's Supermom, my dashboard layout. But I can flip this around and boom, now I'm working in my POB planner, which I'm using the Glam Girl cover to take care of that. So I have these multiple planners all together here. The issue that I have with this is that I travel a lot with work. My husband has a lot of stuff going on with his family outside of town or out of town. And this is a lot to carry. This baby, she is chunky. She is thick. She's thicker than a Snicker. And even though I could appreciate a good chunky planner, but on my back and my bag and my purse and my planner bag, it's entirely too much. But I digress. I'll get back to that. So what are my tips for Frankenplanning? Do what works for you. And I say that because there are people of many opinions out there. Some you will hear, you know, you should only need one planner. do whatever works for you. For me personally, I need more than one planner. First of all, I couldn't pick just one layout. I wanted to work with multiple layouts. So for me, that was the beauty of Frankenplanning or Frankenform or planning, because I'm able to have the dashboard layout. I have the Miss Maker layout. I have, you know, my POB in here. I used to have Healthy Hero in here, have my home planner in here. And then I was able to take apart from the Socialite planner, and I Frankenplan that into the front of my my main catch-all planner, which is that dashboard Supermom planner. So that's my tip. Whatever works for you is the right way, because what works for me may not work for you. So it's very personalized. That's what I do like about Frankenplanning. And guess what? My planner is unique. No one else's planner is like mine, because their planning style is not my planning style. So it's going to be different. I'm all about custom. Custom is like exclusive and unique. So I have a custom planner. That's what I like about Frankenplanning. And the last question is, what would you say to someone who is curious about, wants to start, is considering Frankenplanning? There's an old saying, and I'll give it to you. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. No time like the present. Let's do it. If you want to do it, try it. What's the worst thing that can happen? It doesn't work? Okay, if it doesn't work, then you go back to what you were doing before, or you find something else to do. So that is the questions that the collaboration asked, but I wanted to take it a little step further. I want to share with you what I'm planning on doing for the second part of the year. I'm starting with July, when the new planners come over. I am downsizing, and even though I love this big thick thing, I'm downsizing and moving into something a little bit more functional. It does still have multiple planners, but I am going to invite you to join me next to see how I Frankenplan for the second half of 2019. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I'm an open book. All right, see you in a second. All right, so let's jump into this July, or the second half of 2019 planner lineup, and also a demonstration of how I intend on Frankenplanning. So I have started some of the process just to try to speed this up a little bit. And so let's get into it, shall we? And I've taken things out of the paper and said and such and things. Okay. All right. So I have determined that the RongRong Planner will be my catch-all planner. I love this planner. I wanted to go back to a vertical lineup for my main planner, so that's exactly what I'm going to do here. All right. So what I thought is, I've already taken most of the months out, and that's what you see here. I am going to be pulling the guts from here, and I'm only going to be doing 2 to 3 months at a time. So you see October, November, December already in there, because I already pulled them out. So I'm going to take this 1 month at a time out and set this aside. Now you may say, Miranda, now if you're taking that RongRong planner aside, what is the problem? What are you going to do? Well, something else that I added to this planner was also I'm still going to be using my Supermom dashboard layout, except I'm going to be using it in a different capacity. And I also set it here in the back. That's July, and here's August. All right, so here's where we're about to get into the fun. I decided, y'all look at this, I'm going to use the cover of my RongRong Happy Notes. And I thought that that would be a great addition. And this is what I'm going to rock for the summer as the cover of my now Frankenplan planner, because I'm not doing what I did before, which was the transformer just because it's too big. I mean, I guess it could be smaller if I took out more of the months. But right now I'm just trying something fresh and new. Yes, you see those disc colors, and I think that they go lovely with the front of this planner. As you see, I only had 2 of these green ones, so I had to, you know, do it a little differently in the end, and I'm okay with that. All right, so what I'm going to do is catch-all will be first. Okay, I can tell you right now what I will be pulling from my other Supermom planner. All right, so catch-all goes first here, those 2 months. And then I want to add in a divider to divide up the different portions of my planner. So I do have RongRong dividers here. And I think I've already pulled off. Did I pull it off already? If I didn't, it's really scratched up. I don't think I did. All right, there it goes right there. All right, so you have to pull that clear film off. So this Girl You're Going Places is going to separate that first section of my planner. For right now, I might have to change it to something cuter. All right, so that's that. Then I want to put in my social media here. And this will be my social media for July. Okay. I'm also going to be putting in my, and I want to use the shoes. I love shoes. I always worry about scratching this thing up. Trying to get the plastic off. This one doesn't want to come off so smooth like the other one. Let me see if I can try to pick it up somewhere else with something else. All right, we got it. Had to use an X-Acto knife. All right, so we are going to place this one right here. Right. I'm also incorporating my bullet journal. And I am going to use the actual RongRong Find Me Under the Palms. I think that's where I'm gonna go with this. So that's what's going next here. And we'll put in the full section. And y'all know that I like to change the paper out, so no guarantee that I will be consistent with just this paper. Okay. So you see how I'm just taking different layouts of mine that I know that I'm definitely using and putting into one planner. Okay. Now let us also get some other goodies that I have. Now, my good PFF BFF, Miss Jasmine Silver, gifted me some inserts that I needed to try. I wanted to purchase because I felt like I didn't have enough variety. I know, can y'all believe that I thought I didn't have enough variety? I know. And I have some extra layouts that I can try. Well, one is a vertical layout from the Simply Lovely planner for the months of July and August. And I'm using this as a backup because it is very, very neutral. So very neutral, a little to cover up here, but mostly black and white. And so I have 2 months of that to try. Actually, I think I have 3 months of it if I need it. And if it needs to be redated, if I decided not to use it, that's cool too. And then I told her, I said, Jasmine, I don't think that I have enough horizontal planners in my layout. Do you think I should buy one? She said, no, because you're not going to use it. And I was like, well, what makes you think I'm not going to use, you know, the layouts? She said, I know you. And I said, okay. She said, but here, never fear. I will give you, and I'm reaching for another divider. She said, I will give you a horizontal layout as well. So I have 2 months of, I think this is, I don't know what planner this is. I forgot which one. If you know, comment below. And it's the one that is very super neutral horizontal though. Just black and white. Okay, so those are the things I am putting in these are the pieces of my Frankenplan planner. And compared to my other planner, it's definitely way lighter. And it's something I can definitely carry every day. The only thing I want to add is I have a couple more RongRong accessories. So a couple of things. Definitely want to use my RongRong sticky notes up front, so that if I need to make a quick note and not a definitive plan, I have those. I like to put those in every planner. I want to put this envelope in here just for receipts and important things that I need. Here's some additional sticky notes. I'm going to pop those in here as well. And we have paper, guys, so we're going to take this and stick this in the back. So if I need extra paper and I don't want to pull, I'm gonna put it right after RongRong. I don't want to have to pull my actual, and I'm not gonna put all this paper in here, I'm just gonna put a couple sheets. I don't want to have to pull my actual bullet journal paper. I can use this paper and this divider here. So I'm feeling this, and this is just some note paper. Put about 10 pages in there. How about I put 5 of these and 5 of the RongRong paper? Because I have a bad habit of hoarding paper, so we won't talk about that today. That is definitely another conversation, but I want to make sure that I'm using all my stuff. So let me go ahead and I'm going to use some of the, there's a couple of different papers in the RongRong pack, so we definitely want to use some of the shoes. So we'll get some of those. And that foil is everything. And I can do graph paper or dot grid. Prefer dot grid though, I totally do. And let's put this gold in there. All right. So not only have you got to see me actually Frankenplan my RongRong planner and still compare to this big chunky mama right here. This is at least half of the size of this. And let me tell you, this I need 2 hands to pick up. This I can pick up with 1 hand. So if you are thinking of Frankenplanning, so your planner can be exactly what it is that you need it to be, which that's what this is. And just as a reminder, let's flip through real quick. So I'm using the RongRong Vertical as my catch-all planner. So we have our sticky notes here. We have one of the RongRong envelopes, some additional sticky notes there. And just 2 months at a time. And this one is definitely the vertical layout. Have 2 months of that. Then we get back here to our note blank paper section here. And we have 3 types of paper. We also have a folder if we needed to add anything, or maybe put it. I like to put letters, important letters and stuff in my planner, so I could put that there. Then in the next divider, we have my dashboard supermom layout, which is definitely for social media. So I have 2 months of that in here. We come to the next divider. Ooh, shoes. And here is my Bujo. Here's my bullet journal. And find me under the palms. I'm using this tropical theme for the next 2 months at least. Can't promise you I won't change the paper out, but stay tuned for that. Then Hello Beautiful here. These are my extra layouts. So I have the Simply Lovely black and white layout to use, and I can use this either in this particular in place of my everyday catch-all planner, or I could also pull it out and use it in my POB, but I wanted to put it in here. And then we have 3 months of that. Then I have a horizontal layout if I feel to do a horizontal, and it's very neutral, and that is what's here. So this layout is totally going to work for me. And right now it's just 3 planners in here, essentially my catch-all, vertical, my dashboard social media, and my Bujo. The rest of them are just extra pages and paper. And I actually may end up taking them out, at least the one that I plan on using in my POB, because I have a surprise for you guys. I'm using the Amy Tangerine for that. It's super bright, so that's why Jasmine decided to give me the extra sheet. So if I didn't want to deal with the super bright colors, I could deal with a more neutral palette. So yes, this is my DIY Frankenplanning, and also participating in NDINAIJA's collab. So make sure you guys go and check out my girls below, Johanna, NDINAIJA, and also Tamra. And like I said, there are links to their channels, or the videos are actually below this one. I hope that you have your planners all picked out and ready to go for the second half of 2019. And hey, if you can't find one that meets all your needs, it's not a problem to Frankenplan. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, bella.